Hello everyone, and in today's video, I will be doing a quick analyze between the games that Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen played. As you can see, there's 8 games, and let's start the first one. So first, Magnus Carlsen is with the white pieces, and he begins with e4. We have c5, c3, g6, d4, and with the Alpen Sicilian, which that you can see right here. And Hikaru's strict in the center, but Magnus Carlsen closes the center. And remember, Magnus Carlsen, if Magnus Carlsen can draw all the rounds, he is still number one because yesterday he beat Hikaru. Bishop to g7, knight h6, bishop e5 check, and knight c6, castles h3, f6, takes. And why the computer likes white here is because this knight is passive and never got to this f5 square, and your bishops is blocked out. Uh, you will need to play f5 to open up this bishop, but while doing f5, this knight is going to be bad, and you need to take some moves to reroute it. So knight c3, g5, rook e1, queen d6, and bishop a4. Well, you ask, why did Magnus Carlsen go bishop a4? Because Hikaru played queen to d6 to play a6, so he moves it early. So bishop back to a4 and king take. Uh, since Hikaru moved the f pawn, it's really regular to play king to h8 since you're not exposed to this file. Bishop b3, knight e7, queen e7, knight g to h8, and it's almost +2 because Hikaru's pieces aren't doing anything. Like all of them, this queen is not really doing anything. It cannot attack through this file. This knight's just passive. This knight is more passive, and this bishop has only this square, which is not useful, and this rook is blocked in, and this piece is not into play, and this rook can't even do anything. And the pawns aren't even taking much space. This is an isolated pawn, and it takes a few space, but not much. So queen d5, rook bishop d2, and we see that Hikaru is slowly improving his position. Uh, yeah, and here Hikaru kept improving his position, that now it's only +1. So knight a to e7, queen b1, queen d7, b4, a takes, b takes, and we have some shuffling again, and queen d6, and this is uh, where white is just totally winning because the queen prevents any dark squares that black can invade in, like this or this, and the light square prevents the light square bishop prevents any invasion of the light squares. Like rook d7 is not possible. Knight g8, f3, bishop takes f3, g takes f3, and actually Hikaru spent a minute on this move because I was watching the live stream, and so he took a minute on this move to like analyze if this was a good move. So and then he improves his knight a4 and rook a7, and this is where they agreed to a draw. So let's move on to the next game. So this game, hmm, Hikaru actually beated Magnus Carlsen. But let's just start this. So we have d4, d5, c4, e6, and we have Queen's Gambit declined. And this is a really weird opening already. Normally, Black plays a6 when Black plays a Sicilian, like c5. Bishop g4 is actually a weird move, you say, because why not f3? Yes, Gotham Chess told me this, that you should never go here to attack the queen or to go here to check the king, because they would always go c3 or f3, and you just have a worse position. But Hikaru actually played the best move in the position, which is queen b3, targeting the pawn and getting out of the pin. I mean, getting out of attack. If he had played f3, then look, in this position, it's plus 0.4. Only if he plays queen to b3, but f3, it's not a bad move, but bishop h5, and this is just the draw. Let's go to the game. Queen b3, knight c6, h3, and bishop h5. And then we get a trade, and this is where both players just improve their pieces. And now black is better, which is Magnus Carlsen is better, but Ricardo keeps fighting and keeps the queen on and doesn't trade, uh, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're losing. And I thought Hikaru was black, but actually, Magnus Carlsen actually won this game because I thought Hikaru was black. But whatever. Queen h1 check. King f2, knight takes c4 check. King e2, queen takes g2 check. King d3. And it was in this position that Hikaru Nakamura resigned. And now let's go to the next game. So in this game, they actually drew, but we're also going to analyze it. This game's 24 moves. So if e3, 5, nothing, knight c6, c4, bishop c5, and a Gyoko piano game where white never got to play d4, which is really strange. And uh, then white sacrifices a pawn, but actually knight takes c3 is the best move in this position, which I don't really. Oh, yeah, knight takes f3. Wait, sorry for skipping ahead. And yeah, basically, Hikaru just sacrificed a piece because in this position, uh, I don't know why Magnus Carlsen went queen d2, but g takes f3 just wins. I mean, no, it doesn't win, but it doesn't give the advantage. But if queen takes, then it's first main one. Okay, rook e1. But instead takes and queen e2, queen e6, queen e3, queen d7, queen d2, and queen e6. Then after some moves, both players agree to a draw in this position. So let's move on to the next game. So this game, white actually won. That means Hikaru won this game. Let's check it out. D4 now 6, D4, E6, 0, bishop B4. So looks like we have a Nimzo Indian defense. 22 very common to not damage your pawn structure. Defects, and this is basically all theory. And Magnus Carlsen is just delaying the move capture. And we have some moves in it was in this position that white had an advantage because of this pawn. And the best move is to centralize the queen and hit the knight. But Magnus, no, I mean Hikaru Nakamura, went for another idea, which is to fork the rooks like this. But rook 88, and queen c3, knight c6, and I have some shuffling here. And well, now um, white is actually winning only if he finds the rook f4, which is easy to find. But I have a puzzle here. Um, uh, if white plays e takes f4, why does black? White lose instantly. Very good, because now there will be h3, and then king g1, bishop takes g2, and queen e3. The reason why you can't move this rook somewhere to like f2 is because then now bishop d5 check, and uh, uh, after rook g2, queen takes g2 is not made because the other rook is protected, but bishop takes g2, and Magnus Carlsen is just up too much material. Even when queen takes d7 is played. But here's another puzzle. What happens when white plays queen takes d7? Very good. There's a force mate in 4, starting with queen f3, threatening mate on f1. So queen takes f5 was check. There was actually way to defend if you played rook f1 to defend this. Queen e3 is just mate. If you tried rook f2, then queen d1 check, rook f1, and queen takes d1. In this position, if you don't want to lose, then you have to give a check. As the king, queen, and then the rook takes f5. Rook f2, queen d1 check, rook f1, and queen takes f1 is made. In this position, instead we have rook takes f4, and basically white had the advantage the whole game, and Magnus Carlsen resigned this position, even though he only has 25 seconds. But this position is totally lost because you have no checks, and white will just soon move the queen and queen itself, uh, and or even queen ch and queen to a certain mate. But that was a good game. So let's move on to the next game. I believe that we are right here in this game. So let's go d4, d5, d4, d6, and we have a Slav defense. And you see how Magnus Carlsen traded these light square light square bishop to replace pawns on light squares. And sorry for the background noise, it's my brother. So now rook e8, queen e2, and queen e7. So yeah, after some moves, blacks expand on the queen side, and uh, and but white still has an advantage, a tiny advantage. Not, but now white lost that advantage, which doesn't really matter. And let's just speed run through this point. And I also watched this game on stream. Um, and why does Queen E4 work? Why is it the best move? You see, Queen D7 or something. Queen D7 just gives Black an whole advantage. But why? Let me show you. So Queen D7 and Rook D8, and Black dominates the file. So something like Queen C6 and C8. This is just winning. But in the game, I believe that Rook C8 was played, and Queen E4 is in the. Let's continue with the game. Game after Bishop takes C1, we have Rook C8, like I said. So Queen E4 the best move, Queen D6 and Queen E3, d1 check, g1. I mean knight g1, queen c2, queen d5, and this is a blunder. Apparently, the best move is bishop takes c6. You could take back, but I just take good check. For example, this, and king check, and white just has an advantage. Yeah, but you might wonder what's the best move if the bishop takes d6. Well, simple. So you basically trade off the queens and then you take. Instead, Hikaru made a blunder, and they easily recreate, and the queen cannot guard the bishop. So Magnus Carlsen won because Hikaru Nakamura resigned. Let's move on to the next game. Right here, I believe. Let's go. E4, E5, F3, Knight 6, Bishop C4, Bishop C5, C3, Knight 6, D3, castles, castles, and really, really, how should I say it? A really calm Gioco piano where the position is closed, no open files yet, and then no one gets an advantage after some shuffling. Yeah, and uh, said, why does bishop takes work? Because after rook takes b7, no, if you play rook takes b7, e5, you hit you hit the rook and the queen. So what does black do now? e7. Now e takes d6, and you have this pawn. That's why white has the advantage. Rook takes b7, queen e7, e takes c6, queen d7. This actually all happened in the game. Trade, and white picks up a pawn and improves the position. And uh, here, the position is drawn. But Hikaru only has 11 seconds, so Hikaru might blunder. And I actually don't know why it says 0 seconds. I actually don't know. But Queen F5 check, King C6, and sorry. They repeat the position twice, and so like you said, um why did Hikaru Nakamura didn't play King takes c6? Because Queen c5 and you win the queen. This forces Hikaru to give up the bishop. Then we get a lot of shuffling, but and last he Magnus Carlsen actually won this game. And now, if you played Queen takes f2 and G takes f2 and b8 queen, f1 queen, this is still winning, but it's really hard. But in the game, Queen b6 was played, and if you took, it takes b6, and if g2 queen, and queen d6, and white just basically wins because white will easily get an promotion, and there is actually no checks. If I one check, then d7. You cannot go queen g7 check because queen c7 and you force a trade of. Yeah. The game, queen f7 was played, so white can't queen because of the pin. When queen b1 f6, queen 4, f7, and it was in this position that Hikaru Nakamura resigned. Also because this move is queen h4 check, move, take, and this is just winning queen. And I'm sure that Magnus Carlsen can beat Hikaru with 2 queens, or even 1. Let's move on. So we have 2 more games, which is both draws. Let's start. So I'm guessing that no one got an advantage during this game. So let me just speed run through it. Yes, this game is not really like you can't really learn much from this game, because no one ever got an advantage. So I guess this is like a 99 accuracy game. No one ever got an advantage. Oh, and they just repetitioned. So that was a boring game. Let's see if this game is better. Let's start d4 and f6, c4, e6. Another Nimza in the end. For this time, our takes c3, which is actually different now. And this game is also like a 99 accuracy game, so I'm just gonna speed run through it. By the way, you can also check this by hovering your mouse over today and new in Chess Knockout 2021. You'll find all the games. So let me speed run through this. Yeah, so nothing much went on in this game. This position is draw. King can never checkmate king unless like uh someone plays an illegal move, like somewhere like this. But that's not even possible in online chess. It's only possible in real life chess. But I automatic draw after this move. So that is the end for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video.